Hi, my low carb kings and queens, and thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I'll be going over my reaction to injection 42 of Mounjaro 12.5. I'll also be going over some test results from my mammogram. And last but not least, some of the things that I ate during this past week with the carb, fiber, and/or protein count. Also, guys, if you didn't catch my live on Saturday, I'm giving you an honest opinion of the solar bagels with a bunch of other topics that we discussed. So let's jump into the video. Get low, get low, get low, get low. Get low, get low, get low. Get low, get low, get low, get low. So guys, on Monday I made the meatloaf soup, and that was pretty much a low carb, very nutritious meal. And I had that for breakfast and lunch. On Tuesday, I made this delicious loaded potato soup with bacon and broccoli. And when I say delicious, delicious it was.
Doesn't that look delicious? Hold on. As promo STK says, looking good in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. We got the spoon right here. Cause I'm about to eat this with some goldfish. That's 19 carbs. Ooh, look how cheesy that is. Loaded potato soup with bacon and broccoli and cheese. Definitely delicious. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's a rainy day. So today is Wednesday, October 29th, and I'm on my way to the doctor's office. I'm gonna put in this video, first of all, hello, my name is Kim, welcome to my channel. I'm on a weight loss journey and I'm on Mounjaro 12.5, and this is my first 12.5 injection. It's going pretty good. You know, it's just about being more responsible with your eating, because if you want to eat, you're gonna eat. But I feel like it's a little bit stronger, but kind of stronger in a different way. And I've been trying to trick my body this week by not eating breakfast. I'm doing a little bit of intermittent fasting. I know a lot of times people don't like that on the GLP-1, or it's not recommended, let me put it that way. But I just feel like I was eating a lot of food. You know, you're supposed to eat even if you're not hungry, all of that. But the constipation is, constantly there. But this week, now that I've been doing the intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast, not eating until about 2-ish, 3-ish, and making sure that that window is closed by like 8. Yesterday, I went live in the evening and I had made some soup for lunch. So I had like a half a cup of soup afterwards. So that wasn't too bad. That was about 9 something, but I didn't go to bed till after 11. So that was 2 hours between my last meal, which is what's recommended by the dietitian. So, but it's working. And it's working for me because I'm taking the probiotic, and then I'm also taking a stool softener and 1 laxative daily. So I'm going back to marking when my actual BMs are. I know that's a lot of information. I know it's kind of graphic, but it's working for me this week. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to put the video that I have about my doctor's visit today, I'm going to put that into this video now. And then afterwards we'll talk about it. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your low carb queen here. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And to my returning viewers and subscribers, I appreciate you. My name is Kim. I am on a low carb weight loss journey. I am also on Mounjaro. So today's video that I want to talk to you about is my mammogram. So in my live today, or whenever you see this video, in my live Monday, October 6th, I was like, why is it taking them so long? And so I got my results back today, and my results
They made a comparison to prior studies, and they need additional imaging evaluation. Now, one thing about my mammogram, let me put it this way. I have a lot of moles. They run in my family, and so some are small, some are medium. I had a couple cut here and there. My grandmother had a lot. When I took the mammogram, the tech was putting tape over the moles, and I have a nice size one under my right breast, and so she put tape over that, a couple of others in the surrounding areas. So for me, it's difficult when people just use data, whichever one you say. I'm a data person, don't get me wrong. Y'all have heard me say before, I'm retired from teaching high school mathematics, middle school and high school math, and so data is very important. But sometimes you have to go beyond the data. Like I used to tell my students, if I'm grading your paper and you didn't show your work, then usually I'm not paying attention to the name. But if you didn't show your work and you got something wrong, then I'm gonna have to look at your name, because that's gonna let me know whether or not you knew what you were doing by the relationship or the way I've gotten to know my students. So it's unfortunate when, someone is reading your mammogram who doesn't know you, doesn't know anything about you, doesn't know your makeup. They're just collecting various pieces of information and determining your outcome. So the results were incomplete, need additional imaging evaluation. There are scattered areas of fibroglandular density. And then they questioned the oval circumscribed mass, lower inner right breast, anterior to middle depth. So that's clearly the mole that I have there. Maybe it wasn't covered enough or whatever. Of course, I started doing my research looking up fibroglandular density. It has a lot to do with your size, your BMI, the density of your breasts, how dense they are. There's a lot of things that are involved in that. This leaves me feeling like I just want to take a nap. I just want to take a nap. Like, I'm expecting to get my results. I'm expecting them to be all as well. And, I'm just going to pray. Those of you who believe in prayer, who know the words of prayer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, then pray for me and pray with me. Yeah, because I'm going to have to go back and take another one.
Okay, so now you know that I went to go get my mammogram, and they said that it was inconclusive. And so now is my scheduled day to go back. So I don't know what's going to change from the last time to this time, but we'll see what happens. Speaking of salad, as I knew I was going to be hungry. Well, first of all, let me tell you, I call myself using the mobile services of Chick-FIL-A. That did not go well for me, okay? I used the mobile. I went through the browser. I didn't want to download the app. I ordered, everything. When I was picking up, I even allowed them to know my location so that they would know approximately when I would arrive. I mean, that was an extra step. Lo and behold, when I get there to scan, nothing happens. So I got to pull up. The lady wants to see my email, the time that I ordered, the day that I ordered, of course. I mean, whether she believed me or not, she was doing her job. So I was like, I ordered at 1:17. Like, I got off work, I came here. So then, needless to say, I had to pull over to the VIP parking for pickups and wait. I was like, well, this defeats the purpose. I could have just went through the drive-thru. People were just going through the regular drive-thru, going past me. And they did not bring my order out until 1:41. I looked at the clock. I was like, Chick-fil-A, what's happening? 1:41 from ordering at 1:17 and getting there about 1:25. It was a mess. So I'm like, I may not even have enough time to, eat my food. Or at least some of it. I am going to go into the parking lot. My appointment is at 2:30 or 2:40. I always have to tell myself it's earlier than it is. You know why? So I'm gonna go there, sit in the parking lot, eat some of my salad, and that's that. Okay, so hopefully I won't get too cold. I am here. I have a diet lemonade, like I said. I had coffee this morning, but I didn't drink that much today. I don't know why. I think because I was busy. I had some things to do. I had to cover a teacher that was out. Well, she went out and came back. Then I had to give a kid a makeup test. And so, yeah, my day was, I only got 4,700 steps in. So let me see if I could get a bite of this salad before I go in. And yes, I did. I did get a cookie. Confession. Chick-fil-A is the only place that has oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. So here's my salad, guys. Like I said, this will be lunch and dinner, the same as the leftover soup. And I have the avocado dressing. Somebody is texting me. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully, maybe I can put dressing on one side so it doesn't get completely soggy. That is a good dressing. That lime avocado. This is messy. Can you really eat salad in a car? Like, I'm so hungry right now. I think I have a slight headache. Like a hunger headache. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Purify and cleanse this food in Jesus' name. I pray. Thank God, amen. I really am. I'm so hungry right now. I don't know if it'll help if I'll turn y'all sideways. Nope, that won't help. It's not a mukbang. I just want to get a couple bites in. So how are y'all doing today? So yeah, I gotta go for another mammogram. Had I known, I would have dressed in something with more like a two-piece, a top and a bottom. I mean, I knew, but I forgot about it. Like, I didn't think about it. Stephanie and I are on a weight loss. We're doing like a weight loss challenge or something. We're just trying to hold each other accountable to exercise every day for 30 days. Yeah, my appointment is at 2:30. And it's been hard trying to exercise every day because I don't think about it. So yeah, I'm trying to get a couple bites in, y'all. A couple of bites. The Cobb salad from Chick-fil-A. My next shot on Friday, I'm gonna try my stomach and see if it's any stronger. Usually the thigh is best for me. It gives me the most suppression. The last time I was there, it was like no cameras. And it's the same thing, so. And it's a $40 copay. They said some people's insurances are about to go up. Later, Gators. So guys, when I got inside, they decided to do an ultrasound first to see if they could still see what they thought they saw with the mammogram. And the test results were saying that they did see something. So my next step is to get a biopsy. They just want to make sure. So that's where we are. Let's take a look at what I ate this past week on 12.5.
Solar bagel, cream cheese, bacon, low sodium bacon, eggs, and cheese. This is my brunch.
Guys, this is my dinner on Thursday night. It's broccoli, Gouda cheese, 2 apple, chicken apple sausage, and some tater tots. That's dinner tonight. Okay, y'all can see here that technically I went over my calories of 1850 a day, even though I don't count calories. But in this case, yeah, I did go over. And, had it not been for the exercise. And also, I went way over on the carbs, and it was probably due to snacking. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your low carb queen. And before I get started, I just have one thing to say. Mounjaro 12.5 is the real deal. So right now it's Monday. I did not make lunch with you guys. I ran to Aldi's. I have a video of the haul that I did. You'll see that in the near future. And I was kind of tired. Come in. So guys, I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about 12.5. Okay, I went to work. I'm home. I'm here relaxing. I changed my clothes. I done already took my shower, y'all. Oh, my energy level has been low. I took the injection. This was injection 42. I took it on Friday. I'm glad I take them on Fridays because if I experience the tiredness, it's over Saturday and Sunday. But I got a couple of things going on. Okay, let me backtrack. Hi, my name is Kim. I'm your low carb queen, and I am on a weight loss journey. I am also on Mounjaro 12.5, and this is my 42nd
injection. So far, I'm down anywhere between 26.5 to 30 pounds. So, yeah, I'm what you call a slow responder, okay? 12.5 is very strong. This is only my second injection. If you go to my website, lowcarbqueen.net, you can see I did start in January and how long I spent on each injection and how much I lost. Somebody else asked me about that, losing at Grace, and every time I think about it, I'm just like, I don't know, I have to go back and look. But I actually put that information on my website, lowcarbqueen.net. So I was ready to titrate up because I felt like 10 wasn't as strong as it was previously. The food noise, as they say, was coming back. My appetite was increasing, yada, yada, yada. For me, I'm going to talk about the food noise in a second. But when I started 12.5, the first injection, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, well, it's not as strong as everybody said it was. But Miss Toy, the review said, just give it time. That was your first injection. It's not in your system yet. And so she was absolutely correct. It is in my system now. I took my second injection of 12.5 on Friday evening, and I have not been hungry. Now, 12.5 is working, okay? But this is the thing. It did take a minute to get into my system, like she said. But how can I say? 12.5. When people talk about food noise, for me, food noise doesn't mean you're not hungry. Like me being on 12.5, it doesn't mean that I'm not hungry per se. It just means that, well, it's not going to sound like it makes any sense. I just have no desire to eat food. When I think about eating something, it just makes me sick. Okay? Now, probably the only thing that saves me is my desire to nibble. So on 12.5, well, on 10, let me back up. On 10.0 was the first time I experienced a level of nauseousness. And I'm experiencing that again on 12.5. My taste buds are changing. My desire for certain types of food are changing. And so it's really kind of weird because, you know, what I would eat previously, I just don't have a desire to eat that. Like, say, for example, a bag salad. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. I have no desire to eat a bag salad. And food is just not tasting as delicious as it used to be for some reason. And the portions are extremely smaller. Now, let me double back to my tiredness. Of course, one of my side effects is after the injection, I become extremely tired. Extremely tired, okay? It happened to me Saturday and it happened to me Sunday, but Sunday I was a little bit more active, but anytime you stop doing something, it's just like, I want to sit down, I want to lay down, I want to take a nap. So if you're busy, it kind of takes away from the tiredness a little bit. But if you're not busy, the minute you sit down or whatever, you're just going to feel tired. I had to lay down Sunday. I went to church, came back, took a nap. You know, it just leaves you with a tired type feeling. What else did I want to let y'all know? Oh, the appetite changes. What I have a desire for, like, I really want to be selective about food. This is going to sound a little crazy, but I just really want to have like a Mediterranean / Asian cuisine. Like, I need fresh, I need light, airy. So today, I didn't really have an appetite, y'all. That's what else I wanted to say. I think some of my tiredness is also because I haven't had an appetite. So my calorie deficit has been a little low, even though my carbs have been up. But like I said, that's because I'm a snacker. So this is really my first meal. Well, hold on. This morning, I toasted a solar bagel because I knew I needed to eat something and I knew it needed to be in protein because I had to go to work and I needed to function. So I ate half a solar bagel, half of a bagel. That's what I had. And so that was around 7:30. I haven't had anything else until now, except I bought this pretzel candy bar from Aldi, and one stick of it is about 17 carbs. So I had one stick of it. And then when I made my tuna today, I have some celery sticks, 2 celery sticks that I cut up, some Gouda cheese, and another stick of the pretzel.
So, and then I also have some wheat crackers. I'm definitely not gonna probably eat all of this, especially the cheese and the cheese and the celery. My thought was to put some tuna on the celery, but I'm just not that hungry. Increasing my water. This is my second one. And I had a bottle of water before I went to work. So that was 16.9. Filling this up was about 33, 34. And then I filled it up again. I also took my ginger shot because I missed a couple days of that. I took it Saturday, but I didn't take it Sunday. That gives you really good energy. The tuna it's 5 ounces of tuna, a can. That's about 16 or 17 grams of protein. Mayo, the egg has about 5 grams of protein. Celery, because 2 of those slices I think are like 6. The original wheat crackers, 10 carbs for 3 crackers, 1 gram of protein, and less than a gram of fiber. So I've had about 20 carbs because I think I put about 6 on my plate. This will definitely be all that I'm eating today. This will, I know I'm not gonna eat anything like as far as preparation of any type of food. That will not happen. Celery and tuna. Normally I would love like cheese and tuna and a cracker, just pile it on. I can't do it right now. It doesn't sound or look or feel appealing. So my taste buds are definitely on protest right now and being very selective. So I just wanted to leave y'all with that information. Let me know how 12.5 is doing you. If you're on it, Toy said, just give it a chance. Give it a chance. And so that second injection is real.
Okay, guys, last but not least, I did get on the scale on Tuesday. I was supposed to get on Sunday, but I didn't, yada, yada, yada. But I got on Tuesday, today. Y'all are going to see this video tonight before the clock strikes 12. And as you can see, I am down to 315. That's right. I'm about to get on the scale one more again to make sure, okay? 315. I could not believe it, okay? Took off my glasses too. 315. So 12.5 is doing what it's supposed to do. My last weight was 324 because I was up 4 pounds. So we'll talk about that in the live on Wednesday.
I will see y'all later in the YouTube streets. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye.
Just watch the carbs that intake. Throw that processed food away. Yeah, yeah. Get low, get low, get low. Get low. On the carbs, on the carbs. Get high, get high, get high. Get high. Take the protein to the sky.